Well, 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 you stumbled upon our vault. We have some classic episodes here, although we did rename ourselves Two Al's, One Pod. Enjoy. Do not forget to rate and review us. Thanks for your support.
I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
Talking Dicks, version 2 of today's podcast, number 80. We did this already. We've been here. This is deja vu all over again. We did a full thing, and then 10 minutes later, Mr. Ducharme there in Studio City. I'm Al Romas in Tampa. He's there. If you're on the Patreon, you see him. He's dressed like, they don't have heat in the house. There's maybe some sort of a log cutting contest later during win a case of COVID or something. I don't know what goes on. Maybe he's a fan of the final episode of Dexter. We don't know what's happening with Ducharme today. But he's got a skull cap. He's got some heavy-duty shirt happening.
I do.
And you're indoors. Yeah.
I am indoors now, but often I wear this get-up at night. We live in Southern California, but out back it will get down to the 40s, and we have a fire pit. So I've gotten comfortable with the lumberjack knitted hat. Although I thought
maybe the wife liked the outfit. You sneak in at night, you quote unquote scare her. I know what goes on.
Yeah. You got to keep it fresh.
Keep it real, man.
Fear. It's all based on fear. Hence the state of the world.
Fear factor. Right? Yeah, well, I was just explaining that. Anyway, we're the two dicks, talking dicks. We're from the pod. Jesus Christ, what kind of opening is that? Kill this. Kill the whole fucking thing.
No, just pick it up right now. Just go back in and cut it up.
Oh, no. All right. Yeah. We're from the web series The Talking Dicks, and because of the pandemic, we started. Did I say The Talking Dicks? See what happens? I'm starving, sir. I'm starving. Oh, God, I'm going to eat sand in the backyard like Sam Kinnison's bet.
This is sand. Yeah. It's sand. You know it's going to be 100 years from now, huh? It's going to be sand!
We're from the Two Dicks web series. You can find it on YouTube. It's all over there, all the episodes, 16, 17 episodes. And the pandemic hit, and we decided we would morph into the Talking Dicks via the podcast, the Patreon. Join the Patreon, folks. Patreon.com/2dicks. See the videos. This is the video. I'm describing what Al Ducharme is wearing. You want to see it.
You want to see
this. That's the fun.
You want to see this. And once in a while, I'll flash a little nipple. But, got to pay up for that.
That's a special tier on the Patreon. That's the $25 tier.
It's called the nipple tier.
And you get to see the nipple tier, and then there's usually tears after that. People just weep and go, "Why the fuck did I pay for that?"
But if you don't want to do the Patreon, you can just follow us, like us, share us. Who doesn't want to share Two Dicks? Come on.
It's a party every time, no doubt about it. YouTube, hit subscribe, and then if you're listening on one of the podcast forums, just follow. Subscribe, like, leave a review, as they say. Leave a review. As long as it's nice. I don't want to read any bad reviews of my partner, Al. He tries. He tries his best, and there's no reason to be mean to him. So keep the reviews pleasant.
Well, that would be nice, but
yeah,
I guess a bad review is better than no view at all. Review.
Is that what they say? Is that the quote?
I want views. I want likes and shares.
Yeah, no, I was talking about reviews, people writing something. Yeah, if it's not going to be nice, just hit 5 stars and get your ass out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Hey, we got a little tease for the audience today. Little tease.
Let's hear it.
Little tease. I'm going to get COVID tested again on Tuesday.
Well, that's because you were partying like it was 1999 for the new year. So
I was not. Everyone else was. I tried my best. I went to a place where I asked about social distancing, how many people are going to be here, blah, blah, blah. And I was sold a bill of bullshit. And I was on the beach there, and it was about 8:30. It was very empty, very nice. And by 11 o'clock, there were 600 maniacs behind me, and nobody's wearing a mask. And it was just group sex happening. It was wild.
So instead of purple rain, it was yellow showers.
That's right. Yeah. Yes, golden showers have filled my eyes, and they're burning.
Well, that kills the COVID.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. This is it. So
how do you feel now? It's been a couple of days.
I'm feeling good. I feel great. And I was on a plane coming back. We discussed. I had someone in the middle seat sitting next to me. Freaked me out a little bit. Seemed a little weird. Hey, we're in pandemic. Got people in the middle seat. Okay, whatever. But that was Friday. I think I came back, or Saturday. I don't know what the hell. Thursday. And then I did this New Year's Eve thing. So,
well, let's do a little recap. We'll see what I remember. Al went to visit his family. Prior to visiting his family, he was flying for the first time in 10 months, 11 months or so. So he went and got a test. Yeah. He tested negative. Right. Took a flight, and it was a skeleton flight. There was hardly anybody on. He gets to his destination. Everybody's happy. We got the social distancing. They went out and ate at an outdoor restaurant in a tent. All good. But it was your return flight that it was a nightmare. And then that's when you said, "Fuck it, I'm going to go to a beach. I'll have plenty of room out here."
Right.
And 600 people walk in, no mask.
Yeah. Well, they lied. They sold every ticket. Anyone who walked up to the door, they sold them a ticket. They said, "Fuck it, let's fill the beach. Who cares? It's we're going to beat COVID. We're in Florida. It doesn't exist." And I turned around and there were 600 people there, and it was like, okay. So between the plane and the 600 on the beach, you would think. I probably have got it. I'm going to test positive at least. You would think. Mm-hmm. So that's what my fear factor is, that I will test positive. I'm going to wait till Tuesday. That'll be 5 days after the New Year's Eve thing.
That's what they say. They say once you think you may have been exposed, 5 days before you get a test. That way, it's going to be more accurate than saying, "Hey, I went out last night. I got a test the next day. It was negative." It takes a while to build up in your system to show up on the test.
Yeah. And you want to be on Patreon right now to see that face that Alfred just threw at us. That was quite something.
I just had a little earthquake, so you would have saw that too. I whacked my camera.
Was that an actual earthquake? Did we see it?
No, that was I hit the table.
You son of a bitch. Hey, look what I'm holding.
Oh my goodness, is it time for
questions?
Yes,
dang it.
Yes.
We have a question. We
have the on the envelope. Send us questions if you're listening, you're watching, you're doing anything. Send us questions. We love them. We love to answer questions. Yeah, actually, we do. We love them.
We do.
I say that the worst concert I ever went to was Mark Knopfler, from Sultans of Swing, Dire Straits.
Dire Straits.
He did a concert at the Beacon in New York City that he literally was saying, "Fuck you" to the fans. Fuck you.
Because they wanted him to do Dire Straits songs, and he was doing all of his original stuff. Is that correct?
Somewhat. He wouldn't even do the early originals, the early solo. He was on a tour where he had this flute player, and he wanted to do old Irish jigs kind of music. And my buddy John Consoli called it a cunt whistle. He goes, "I'm not..." And John fell asleep during the concert and said that fucking cunt whistle put me to sleep. So,
wow.
But somebody yelled out in the crowd to do like Sultans of Swing or whatever, and Knopfler actually took the mic and said, "Yeah, we love it when you ask for requests." I was like, Jesus Christ, dude! I paid $125 and I'm going to walk out of here.
No shit.
This sucks.
At the Beacon, which is a nice venue. It's intimate.
Beautiful, intimate. And he was just there to take a shit on the crowd and go, "Fuck you." And that was it. When you go to the bathroom during the show, everyone's talking. "Oh my God, this is great show." It was quiet. Nobody knew what was happening. Everybody's like, what is going on here? He's got that cunt whistle doing 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's barely playing. So anyway, with that just reminded me of that somehow, because requests, we do like requests here though.
Oh, yes.
The Talking Dicks enjoy questions. So here we go. Are you ready, Alfred?
I am.
This one says, "Hi, Dicks."
Hello.
And that's it.
That's not a question. That's okay. So it's a little greeting. They're giving us a little greeting.
A little greeting. Hi, Dix. If you were about to turn the TV off, what movie makes you stay up and watch?
Now, we've discussed this on podcasts in the past, and we know there's a couple that are just automatic. And as you know, that would be The Godfather and
Godfather 2.
Godfather 2. And
Yeah, you're not those certain scenes you just gotta,
Yes.
your sonny's driving up the cars, you're like, well, I'm in here. Moving a little quicker.
trying to take off relive the Bonnie and Clyde from the 60s. Faye
Right.
Dunaway and Playboy there. What was his name?
Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty, yeah.
Warren Beatty.
Wasn't that like 68, 69?
Yeah, that's a good question for Brian Freitz, not for me, but
And The Godfather was 72?
72.
Yeah.
We'll go with 72. So, yeah, those are both classic. You got to watch. No doubt about it. You're watching those two. What's that one that was going to be a TV or Harrison Ford was going to remake? Do you remember that one? Harrison Ford, there was a show with him running.
There's two movies.
But Rare
based
Blood.
On
He had Rare Blood.
Ben Richards will live longer than anyone has ever lived. But a transfusion to the wrong man could make him a prisoner for all time. And so he runs from the hunters, the human hounds who would cage him.
Right. There's two, there's two movies from the television shows from the 1960s that were made or going to be made into movies. One of them was successful, The Fugitive, with Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones.
That's right.
Yeah.
Our favorite scene.
Our favorite scene there is when he's chasing him down the water tunnels, the sewers, just before he makes the big dive into the the waterfall. He goes, "My name is Dr. Richard Kimball, and I did not kill my wife." And Tommy Lee says, "I don't care."
That's the best. Just the best.
Yes.
He's so exhausted, and he's like this hound dog. He has one pursuit. Arrest this man. Everything else, nothing matters. So when he's so exhausted, so when Kimball says, I don't give a shit. I don't care about anything about you. And then it just comes out as that great, I don't care. It's like, oh, it's so great. That's a movie I'd watch. Fugitive. I'll watch that. Parts of that at the end. When he at the ballroom when he takes the guys down. I'm watching that again.
When they first start looking for him, I want every doghouse, outhouse, whorehouse searched until this man is found.
How many whorehouses are there in the greater metropolis of Chicago? This isn't the Wild West,
Well,
we don't. Well, a couple of whores giving out gold to go. Unforgiven. There we go. Unforgiven. Another great one. Yeah, there ain't no whores gold. He's yelling it into the mountains like, like people in other states are gonna go. Was that a Little Bill? Did he just say there's no whores gold? Okay, we won't go there and look for those guys and kill them because there won't be no gold.
But I love when he's asking Richard Harris for his gun because he's coming into town and you can't have a gun, you can't have a sidearm, you can't have a concealed weapon, nothing.
That's right. And what's his name? English Bob.
English
Bob's got a few guns on him.
He's got a few. He goes, "Give me. I'm going to take your Peacemaker, and the 32 you have in your boot." What does he say?
It's all you.
Because he tries to walk away without giving him the 32.
It just before he turns around, he goes, it would leave me at the the behest of my enemies, Bill. And then he goes, enemies, Bob. And then the first punch comes.
Beats the shit out of him in public, right in the thoroughfare.
The duck of death.
The duck of death.
The duck of death goes down.
And then he embarrasses him by telling him it's the Duke of Death, right? Doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, the writer does.
Yeah.
The Saul, whatever that guy's a great character actor.
He is.
That guy he's always good. But yeah, he goes, the duck of death. And then the Saul goes, it's Duke. And then he realizes, I better not correct this guy.
Yes,
don't so he's just kind of and that's when Hackman goes,
that's
duck.
That's like Al Ducharme correcting Al Romas on a podcast. There's Nothing good's going to come out of that.
nothing good's going to come out of doing a podcast, being hungry, and getting a message from Al Ducharme saying the sound didn't record. We need to do it again.
We did.
I thought you were joking. I thought
no, and we're actually we're recording both of our sounds now, but it's not the best sound we've had. So we're trying to get better. We're trying to get better. We have all the tools we need. We just got to tweak it a little bit. Well, actually, you're getting a new microphone.
I am very excited.
That thing is
this one.
That's from a gynecologist's office. That's for rectal exams.
This is not. I think we covered that, didn't we? Last pod, did we go? I think we went rectal exam. I went full rectal. No, this one's not cutting the mustard anymore. It was fine when we were small.
That was made.
We were a small podcast on Facebook.
Now we're
what
huge.
Do we know?
Run all the
what
platforms.
Do we know?
But when you expand to all the platforms, the listeners demand good sound.
And they need it. They get it. God damn it. They do deserve it. Our patrons, they pay good money.
They do.
To see and hear this. And we got to give it to them. Patreon, though. I got to emphasize, if you like what we're doing, you like listening to us, watch it. It's more fun to watch the little videos. They're 20 minutes, whatever. We do it twice a week.
And sometimes I flash a nipple.
Patreon.com. That's a higher, that's quite a tier. That's a tear duct. I flash a tear duct when you flash a nipple.
It's really just it's the nipple tier. It's $25 a month. You get to see my
worth it.
hairy nipple.
Oh, and you get a coffee mug and a coaster. And
for $25 you get a T-shirt too.
You get a T-shirt. Oh, we still have T-shirts. Oh, good to know.
Well, they're infant size. They're onesies.
I like a onesie. Why not?
You have one.
I had one. I'll give it to. That's a good story. Did I tell that story already on the podcast?
Tell the story. Let me hear it.
No, I don't have the energy right now.
You have to go eat. We're at the end. We're at the end here.
But it did. I can't. I should keep notes or something. Have we discussed my date with Cappy? Have we discussed it on a pod?
We have.
We have. Yes, we have.
The small person.
Yeah, now I remember.
She was a little person, like you said, she was like a circus little person who was a big Trump supporter, and she was.
Oh, yeah.
And she was.
Yeah, we covered it. If you haven't heard it, go back a few. It's a good one. But
she was supporting her candidate, by the way.
Yeah, I've told that story so often now. I don't know where who I've told it to, what, and I was telling it in New York. It's enough. That story it's on the podcast somewhere. Go find it. That's it. That's all I got. I got to eat dinner.
I think we got to go feed him now.
I got to eat dinner.
Feed me, Seymour. Feed me.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
No, really, don't mess with me, because I don't come down to the bus station and slap the dick out of your mouth when you're working, do I? Oh, get on up here, motherfucker. Give me security. I'm sorry, man. The guy fucking came at me. What do you think, folks?
No way.
Okay, show them.
All right. Subscribe. Mary.
Go to patreon.com/forward2dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
Good luck in prison.
Don't forget to review us and rate us. It really helps.
The Talking Dicks became friends at a very young age, and the rest is history.
I'm losing my mind.
Patreon.com/The2Dicks, which is named after our web series. This is the Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
What?
Done.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
Okay, show them.
All right. Subscribe. Mary.
Go to Patreon.com/forward2dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money.
Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.